Welcome to the Create and Grow Show. I'm your host, Georgi Todorov, and our guest today is Luca Tagliaferro. I hope I pronounced this
You did.
correct.
Perfect.
Thank you. Buongiorno, Luca. How are you doing?
Buongiorno. Yeah, I'm doing great this morning. Doing very good. Thank you. You?
I'm great as well. A little bit of cold tried to catch me, but I feel
Uh,
strong. I feel stronger than it. So let me introduce you properly. Luca is an SEO consultant, a senior SEO consultant, and he has worked with some huge brands that we use in our everyday life, such as DAF, Zendesk, EON, the electricity company. What else? What I'm missing?
I worked for Linden Homes, which is the largest developer of houses in the UK, with a turnover of £2 billion a year. And I worked for the other smaller companies that they have, Bloor Homes and Dandara Homes. Doing mainly Google My Business because they have like 145 locations in the UK. So I did a lot of optimization for their locations where people can buy the house. Yeah, I did. These clients of mine were coming to the agency that is called their agency based in London, and they have a very big list of clients. So I was working as the head of SEO in 2020, 2021 for 2 years. Yeah, it was a really good experience. I had a chance to work with big clients, but also brutal. Agency work is,
Brutal. Why?
yeah, because agency work is long hours, and these clients are very demanding, and you have to do a lot of work to succeed in very competitive environments. So we were only a department of 3 people in SEO, plus some link building suppliers and agencies that we used for link building. But we were doing all of the work. Me, the director of SEO, and the person under me, the executive.
Mm-hmm. And
Brutal.
I guess that you sign very brutal NDAs with those huge companies, and you can't share much of what you've done for them. But
Well, I can share a bit. Yeah.
how is to work with those big corporations? What is the difference between working for DAF and working with some smaller clients? Because you work
Well,
for both types of clients.
yeah. So with Dove, in that time we were working on their SEO, but SEO was just part of a larger project. So the agency I was working for, and which was part of Oliver, another bigger agency.
Unilever.
They, you know Oliver, great, yeah.
Yes.
And they had a lot of departments: design, web development, software development, SEO, PPC. So SEO was part of a big rebrand and refresh of the Dove brand in the US. So when we work with them, we have to coordinate also with the design department, the software developer department. So SEO is kind of a supportive role, is not the main leading role. Whereas when you work with smaller clients, you can only do SEO because they probably already have a website done, and when they come to me and they ask me to help and consult, I will do only SEO. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't talk to like the design department or web development, or I mean, unless it's strictly necessary. But that's the difference. Yeah, you're part of a bigger project.
Yeah. The biggest problem when working with such big companies, big corporation, is that first you have all the resources. They
Mm,
give you a lot of resources, but after that, when you want to do something, actually, it has to be approved then
mm,
from 3 people at least, and
Yeah.
it takes so much time. So
Yeah, exactly, because they have a lot of stages of approval.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so even with a lawyer, a big lawyer company called Clyde and Co, and they have like 150 offices around the world. They also were a client, and in the legal industry is even worse. You can't write anything on the website that is not approved by their financial team, content team, legal team. So you have a huge implementation problem. We were
Yeah.
like doing SEO audits, we were doing content briefs, and nothing was implemented. Nothing. That was really frustrating.
Can you tell me more about this website that you shared with me? Let me check it again. Future Fit. And with where was the traffic when you got started with it? What steps and actions did you take to optimize it? And what was the result after that?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Right. So when I started the Future Fit, it was in 2018, 5 years ago. No, wait, yeah, 5 years ago now. And they were about 30,000 organic users a month. They were generating something like that. I can't go, unfortunately, in too many details because with them I do have an NDA. And if one of the competitors is listening to this podcast, they're gonna get very good ideas on how to
Ah,
improve the
yeah.
website. So I mean, I can share, but not too much. But let me see. So basically, there were 30,000, and the biggest problem was that they weren't able to rank for the main money keywords, the ones that were more likely to convert into leads. Which were like personal training courses, nutrition courses. They were struggling to be on position 5 or 6 on Google, even though they are the biggest company in the UK. You would expect them to rank number one, and they were struggling for about 20 years. They didn't have any success. They employed agencies and nothing. And then they hired me, and within a few weeks, I was able to find out what the problem was. So the problem was the intent of the keyword. Now we're talking 5 years ago when intent wasn't like a big deal. So when people are searching for courses or for something that is plural, we go into the very big detail here. They are looking for a way to inquire. They want to inquire. They want to know the price. They want to talk to someone. It's a big step to become a personal trainer. It's a career change kind of course. But they didn't know what kind of course they need to take. So there are different type of courses. There is level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. So you need to explain and compare these courses. So I built a table with a comparison, like the SaaS pricing, where you get platinum,
Yeah.
gold, and kind of pricing like that. And I have applied this concept to the courses, and I compared level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. Instantly, after 3 days, we were ranking number one because we nailed the intent. Not that the content was wrong before, there was nothing wrong, but people couldn't figure out what the difference was, what they need to inquire about. Because
So, sorry to interrupt you. That's
yeah,
super interesting, though. At the bottom of the page, you put 3 packages:
yeah,
silver, gold, platinum, and this made the page to rank number one
yeah, instantly, within not
instantly.
even, yeah, within a couple of weeks, like less than 2 weeks.
I'm wondering what is the reason of that. Probably Google noticed that users are interacting with the page, that they're signing up, buying, and this made Google decide, okay, people are buying this, so it should be super useful and helpful. We're ranking this on the first position.
Yeah, exactly. So in every table that we had a lot of information about each of the levels, of course, with the comparison, so you can see clearly what you are inquiring about. Because not everything is included in the level 2. Level 3 includes more things, and level 5 even more things. And then we add links to their course pages straight from the table with the button that says View Course. So
Mm-hmm.
you go there, you view the course, you inquire. And Google thought, you know what, this is extremely clear. This is at least my interpretation. This is extremely clear, extremely helpful. We were ranking number 1, but then after a month we dropped again to number 2 or number 3 for variations. And then I said, okay, there is nothing else I need to do here about the content. This is perfect. But probably the page is not so strong in terms of backlinks. So I went and I built a backlinks profile. I went to the usual, the most respected companies that do backlinking, and I started to build editorial links with a clear anchor text. Because when you have a website that is ranking already for many years, you can use the exact anchor text. You don't have to be
Mm-hmm.
worried
Yeah,
about Google being finding stuff that are
of
dodgy
course.
or things like that.
Because this website already got so many
Yeah,
backlinks with branded anchor text,
yeah,
naked URLs. So you just buy 5, 10, 20 backlinks with
yeah.
the exact anchor text. And this could be beneficial only if we consider those websites proper
Yeah,
websites.
exactly. When you have already a few links, you can do anchor text that are exact match. And I was also doing a tier 2 and tier 3 anchor text. So the websites that were linking to this page were also getting new backlinks.
What kind of
So
links did you use for tier 2 and for tier 3?
it depended on what the page was about. So if I got a backlink, for example, on say how to become a personal trainer with a guide, then you would have to find a relevant website that would talk about fitness or personal training or career change, anything that has to do with what the user search. I wouldn't worry too much about what kind of anchor text or link there was. The most important thing for me was that Google would find these websites through the links, and then it would go on the website that was linking to FutureFit and say, "Oh, okay, so there is a link here on FutureFit. Let's rank it higher." So with a mix of new, very well written guest posts and niche edits, I was able to put the website back to number 1 for personal training courses. Um, and unfortunately, some of the links, they get cancelled, so you have to be on top of this
Mm-hmm.
for
What tool
various.
do you use to track if someone removes your link or no follow the backlink? Because it's a common practice. You pay for the link or you publish a guest post after 12 months. Shit happens. It changes.
Yeah,
Everything changes. Maybe a new editor comes on board to work for this company, or maybe the blogger, the link reseller decides, okay, that's enough. I remove your link now.
yeah, exactly. Anything can happen. The page get redirected. They refresh the content and
Yeah.
forget to add your link and stuff. Anything can happen. So you have to be on top of it. And I use Semrush to manage it.
Uh huh. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we have a business account with them. And SEMrush is actually very, very good. I've been using it for many years. I
Yeah.
never changed. I'm very loyal to SEMrush.
Great. Okay, you started advertising, so I will advertise our sponsor now. Big thanks to WPX. Check them on WPX.net. They're the best hosting provider for non-techie people like me. So if you want a hosting provider that will take care of all technical stuff, this is your best choice. Their support is super qualified, so you can just go to their website wpx.net and start a live chat. In less than 30 seconds, someone will get back to you, and then they will help you to do everything you need. They are not the type of support that will send you articles, tutorials, videos, how to do something. They will do it for you. This is something you need if you want to focus on your business or on your most important things. And this is not the admin tasks and the technical stuff, you know. So if you're like me and you don't like to deal with the techie stuff, go and check out wpx.net. All right, let's continue. Sorry, I didn't understand. Do you buy links for second and third tier, or you build them yourself? Or
I do both. I'm not ashamed to say that I buy links. This is
yeah,
nothing that.
of course.
This is a topic that most people don't like to talk about it in SEO, I think, because it's against Google guidelines and blah blah blah. But how is Google gonna know, right? I mean, you can get links if you do a digital PR campaign. You're still buying links, even though you do a creative work. But anyway, that's my rant over.
But what are the types of those links? Most of the people build blog comments, forum links as
No.
second tier. You build other niche edits.
Yeah, exactly. Other niche edits, yeah, because niche edits are quick. You don't
Yeah.
have to wait for Google to index the page and rank the page. And I use a few metrics that I like to use for niche edits. I need to make sure that the page is actually ranking for the keywords I like, and that is indexed, of course, and that's good enough. But also, if you want to go deeper and do the analysis, you need to make sure also that the website is not dodgy.
Do you add an extra paragraph on the place where you add your backlink with the niche edit?
Yeah, I also do that. There are several ways of doing it. You can add an extra paragraph to make sure that you are able to do exact link match.
Mm-hmm.
When the anchor text is already there, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
And so it
I
depends.
I think it's always good idea to include this extra paragraph because it shows Google that the post was updated with the purpose of adding some additional content, not just adding a link. And
Oh, that's a good
yeah,
point.
yeah, it makes sense because someday Google may decide, okay, let's go against niche edits that are just with one added link, because there are so many websites that are selling links as niche edits and they don't add any content. So
Oh,
for
Google
Google to
update.
decide which kind of niche edit is a real niche, just sold the link or they added uh, useful additional content, it might be this, if the content was updated with some additional content or just a link was added.
That's true.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And I also like to add links to blog posts that then will link to the landing page. Uh,
Yeah.
because that's another way of sending the link juice with the funnel. I
It
call
works
it
very well, yeah.
link funnel. I call it.
Yes.
I found that if you have a blog post that is ranking very well and it has a lot of links, you can pitch your products, your services within the blog post, and you can send people that way. And of course, a blog post is never going to rank for like a landing page. Convert like a landing page. But even then, you can do something with the blog post and focus only on the bottom of the funnel keywords. Because what most marketers do is they chase, the big keyword with the big volume. They write about it, and then what? And then what? And it doesn't convert. You get a
Yeah.
lot of traffic. You rank number one. You get a lot of traffic, but that's it. For a company that needs to generate leads, that's the wrong approach. So, for example, in the case of FutureFit, I experimented this with the keyword career change. Career change has thousands and thousands of searches. We were able to rank top 3 like 4 years ago, but then I realized, I said, oh, okay, this is not generating any lead. And then I started to focus on bottom of the funnel. So I did more research and found that keywords like jobs, for example, without a degree. That's a very long keyword, has less search volumes, but people who want to become personal trainers, they don't want a degree. They want to find a job, a career that is paid well without going to uni. And you know, we've been constantly ranking number 1, number 2 for this keyword for 3 years, and we get a lot of traffic and a lot of leads from that keyword because it's more close to the conversion. So I think that these people don't need to be told that they need a career change. You don't need to write about it because other companies do it for you. There are millions of results about career change. What you need to do is write content that already find these people with the intent to convert. And then I know that the people at growandconvert.com, this is a content marketing agency, they do this very, very well. I really like what they're doing. So they're crushing it. They are specialized in bottom of the funnel. By the way, I have no affiliation with them, so I'm just saying
you just
that.
recommend a good tool. I haven't heard of them, but tell me, what is your process of finding those high converting, low volume, low competition keywords? Just what are the metrics, or maybe you use your common sense? Tell me more.
I have metrics that I like to use. So basically, it's easier to explain in a simple word. So your product needs to be an irreplaceable solution to the problem. Okay, that's what the definition of bottom of the funnel is. So people cannot solve their problem without your product. Your product is absolutely necessary. So if you think about it this way, and you put this goal into your mind, you can start to generate content ideas that will tick this box. So what is a solution that you cannot live without when it comes to personal training? Personal training is something that people need when they want a career that is very well paid. You can work for yourself. You can do a career change. You like the gym. You help other people, get fit, and you can travel the world. All these keywords that I just said, they tick the boxes of personal training being a very good career choice. Now, you can write content about that. You can even write content about what are the jobs you can do everywhere in the world, for example. There are people searching for that. SEO is one of them. Personal training is one of them. Software developer. So you need to think about that. And then if you realize that your product is not important for that kind of keyword, and people can even finish a task or accomplish a goal without your product, then it's probably not a good keyword. That's the way I think about it. Also, there are other best practices that we can use. For example, comparing courses with a degree with courses without a degree, kind of like the things that people do when they compare SaaS products, comparing competitors, comparing the course qualities, talking about accreditations. Now I'm just talking about the personal training industry, but if you change industry, that things are a little bit different. So the usual bottom of the funnel keywords that normally are used for SaaS products also work in other sectors.
I noticed that you were a regular contributor to websites like Search Engine Land, WordTracker, freelance.com, Semrush. Can you tell me more about your approach and how did you get a guest author on those websites?
Yeah, great. So now when I started, it was different. It was a little bit easier. Now, for example, Semrush doesn't accept any guest author anymore. It's been like this for 2-3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And other websites as well, they don't accept guest authors, but some still do. So I do two things. I pitch myself the topic, and I make sure that before I do the pitch, I search the website and trying to understand what content they are missing. So I do what
Mm-hmm.
I would do for a client, a gap analysis.
Yeah.
So I go on Semrush, I go and I add 3-4 websites that are competing with each other, like Search Engine Land, Search Engine Journal, Search Engine Watch.com. I compare them and I see that maybe Search Engine Journal is not talking about these topics that the other two are talking about. So I pitch this gap to them, and I will tell them, listen, this is not something you're talking about. I think I can write a good article, and I make sure that I link to my personal profile, to my website. Having a website, having a blog, having an active Twitter or LinkedIn profile, that helps a lot. Because unfortunately in SEO you have a lot of people pitching and they don't have any qualification or experience to write about anything. So SEO is not regulated like
Yeah.
lawyers or doctors. So unfortunately anybody can write anything.
Interesting approach, and I use the same approach when I'm pitching guest posts, especially to some SaaS businesses that really want to increase their traffic. And I check their competitors, pull out a keyword or a few keywords, and I offer this to them. I show my
Yeah,
expertise that I can rank websites, I have ranked websites, and I tell them that I'm going to beat the competition and rank them for this
exactly.
keyword, and they will get the traffic. So it's an offer that's super difficult to refuse.
Exactly. It's very difficult to refuse. It's all about the offer. If you make a good offer and the offer that is irresistible, then your chances are really, really high.
Yeah, if you provide so much value, it will be difficult for people to say no. And most people still focus on the wrong things. How many follow ups? 10 follow ups. You just will end up in the spam folder, my friend.
The bin.
Yeah, in the bin, or if you know the author, if you know where he lives or what he likes to eat and stuff like that, you're being a creep right now. And I will feel like intimidated probably
Yeah, I
that you
don't
know
believe
so much
in
information about me.
exactly. I don't believe in that. I don't believe
Yeah.
it. I mean, what might help a little bit is starting to get into the radar of these people, like commenting on their post,
Yeah, that will be
things
helpful.
like
Yeah.
that. But it's a very long work. It's not easy to do. You have to have time, patience, and results will come. And building a profile definitely helps as well. So yeah, it's worth it.
Luca, one last question because we have to finish very soon. I know that you are walking this path of an entrepreneur. So first you were an SEO consultant, and now you're taking the next step to build your own software, your own tool. Can you tell us more about the tool and what were the challenges to create it? How far did you get with this tool?
Yeah, sure. So the tool is about finding people also ask questions and extracting them live from Google, and then visualizing them in a tree. And the tool also does another thing. It will build the topical authority starting from a list of keywords. Okay, because topical authority now is a very hot topic,
Yeah.
and keywords are not as much important as they used to be before. So the way to build, your blog and your content is you need to go after topical authority, and there are two ways that I always use. I use the people also ask section, and then I use also building the topical clusters myself. So I basically am putting online these two approaches, and I'm putting them into a tool that can do it automatically within a few minutes. I started it 2 years ago, and the tool is not finished yet. Even though it was improved a lot, we did a lot of work with a developer who used to be working with me in the agency. And it's not easy because it's difficult to build. It's difficult to find the information, the APIs, connect the data. It takes so much time. I thought in 6 months we would be done. It's been 2 years and we're not done yet. But the tool works very well. There are no bugs whatsoever. There are 3 searches a day that you can do for free, and you can use it right now if you go on keywordprofiler.com. And that helps you to build your topic cluster basically, and to find the intent that people have with the keyword, which is the most difficult thing to find, right? Usually the intent is like transactional, informational, navigational, that kind of crap that I
Great.
find.
So I will leave this link to Keyword Profiler in the show notes, and everyone who is interested can check it out. There is a free trial, 3 searches a day, so why not give it a try? Are there any other links and social media accounts where people can follow you, find your services?
Yeah, so there is my website, lucatagliaferro.com, and also I'm very active on LinkedIn. So if you search for me on LinkedIn, you can connect with me and have a chat.
Great. I will leave those links in the show notes as well. Thank you again for being a guest on the Create and Grow show, Luca.
Thank you.
And I hope we can catch up again. Maybe when you launch the 2 on full speed, we can do another episode together.
Great. Sounds great. Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
And you.